The Series X has arrived, and it's time to unpack it and make it instantly playable like the other consoles in this room. Because, you know, I don't have enough things to play already. There isn't much space left, but there's some on the top portion of this shelf right here. Currently, there is a tray on that shelf holding various gadgets, like memory cards and game genies. I need to free up the space, so by sticking my balding head in front of the camera, I'm going to remove that tray from the shelf. Now, I would like for the Series X to be close to the TV, so I'm going to move the Xbox One X to the right side of the shelf where that tray once was, and then put the Series X in the left spot. Building this setup has been like a real-time strategy game. Each system has a number, and each number has its own power switch on the top of the shelf. The Series X will take the 88 spot, and the Xbox One will take the 89 spot. I didn't have a sticker for the 89, so I'm printing that. A lot of these systems I have output HDMI. So I have a lot of HDMI cords that converge underneath the TV here, and at some point I had each one going inside a switch box. But with 3 switch boxes that can hold 5, I've run out of spots for all of them. If you have any recommendations for a switch box that has more than 5 inputs on it, please let me know. It must be one that has the ability to pass through 4K signals. Still, the Series X will be permanently plugged in here, and I'm going to label the cord like I've done with a lot of the other ones. That's because sometimes I'll want to record footage and plug it into the Elgato, and it just makes it easier to keep track of the different cords when I'm plugging and unplugging if they have a label on each one. So I went through the setup process for the Series X, and there was a gigantic 4GB update that I ran. I started running it, and then I went off to watch the movie Dune, which was in the theaters, and then I came back, and the update was complete, and I got the unit up and running. I haven't bought any Series X games yet, but since it's partially backward compatible, I wanted to see if I could play some of my favorite Xbox games. Original Xbox, I mean. And I'll start with my favorite of them all, and that's Otogi. Unfortunately, Otogi is not one of the backward compatible games, which is a sin against nature. I then tried Crazy Taxi 3, and that was not compatible either. I then tried Panzer Dragoon Orta, and finally that one was compatible. And it just had to download the entire game off the server, but afterward it played great. The Series X is looking good. It may be the last system I buy, but recently I've heard about the Evercade Versus, and I may end up getting that one. If you want to learn more about the technical details of how I built this room, there's a good video about it on the screen right now. This has been a Gaming Systems production. Enjoy your games and at the same time help make this a better world. So long, everyone.